Khalistan Zindabad.
A shocking and controversial moment unfolded at US President Donald Trump's inauguration event when Khalistani separatist Gurpatwant Singh Pannun was seen chanting pro-Khalistan slogans. The event, known as the Liberty Ball, was attended by the high-profile guests, making Pannun's action particularly very significant. While the majority of the crowd was cheering for Trump and chanting USA, USA, Pannun used the moment to rush his separatist agenda by shouting Khalistan Zindabad.
Khalistan Zindabad. Khalistan Zindabad.
But here's a question. Could this incident strain US-India relationship? Well, Pannun's presence at such a high-profile American event raises serious concern for India. The Indian government has been very closely working with the United States on counter-terrorism effort and has long requested action against Khalistani elements operating from American soil. However, incidents like these bring into question the effectiveness of the United States' assurance regarding the crackdown of separatist groups that pose a threat to India's national security. The presence of a designated terrorist at a key political event in the United States could lead to a diplomatic strain between the two countries. India has consistently expressed its concern about the support of Khalistani separatists that they receive in Western nations, particularly in the United States and Canada. If the US does not take strict measures against individuals like Pannun, it could create tension in what has otherwise been a very strong and growing strategic partnership. But aren't you wondering, how did Pannun gain entry to the event? Let me help you with the answer now. Reports suggest that Pannun was not officially invited, but he managed to gain entry by purchasing a ticket through his contacts. Videos circulating on social media show him recording himself while chanting anti-India slogans, even as Trump and his wife Melania stood on the stage celebrating their victory. His attendance at such a high-profile event has led to outrage, with many people questioning how a known separatist leader was able to enter a space where world leaders, including India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, was also present. If we talk about Khalistan, then the Khalistan movement, which aimed to carve out a separate Sikh state from India, has a very complex and violent history. In the 1980s, Punjab witnessed a period of intense militancy leading to the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1984 and the subsequent anti-Sikh riots. While the movement largely lost grounds in India, it found sympathizers in the West, particularly in countries like Canada, the UK and the US. Organizations like Sikhs for Justice, of which, by the way, Pannun is a key leader, has used foreign soil to reignite separatist sentiments. On the other hand, while the US officially supports India's territorial integrity, its actions or lack of thereof against Khalistani figures like Pannun send mixed signals. Despite India's repeated demand for his extradition, Pannun continues to operate freely, using platforms like social media to spread separatist propaganda. If the United States continues to ignore India's concern, it could lead to diplomatic rift, affecting cooperation in areas like defense, trade, and counter-terrorism. You know what? India's stance on Pannun is clear. Pannun has been under investigation by India's National Investigation Agency, we also call it NIA, since 2019 for his involvement in anti-India activities. The Indian government officially declared him a terrorist under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in July 2020. India has taken several actions against him in the past. 2021, a non-bailable arrest warrant was issued by the NIA. 2022, he was declared a proclaimed offender in India. 2023, the Indian government seized his house and land in Amritsar. Despite all these, in December 2024, Pannun released a video threatening to attack Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath during the 2025 Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. He explicitly mentioned planned attacks on January 14, January 29, and February 3, raising alarms among security agencies. With millions of devotees expected at the religious event, such threats are taken extremely seriously. Both the United States and India have enjoyed a strong strategic partnership with cooperation in defense, trade, and technology. However, India's patience may wear thin if separatist elements like Panunu continues to find a safe haven in the West. If the United States does not take a stronger stance against pro-Khalistani extremists, India may begin reconsidering aspects of its diplomatic engagement with Washington. So basically, in conclusion, Pannun's presence at Trump's event is more than just an isolated incident. It is a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges India faces with separatist groups operating abroad. As India continues to demand strict action against Khalistani leaders, the global response, particularly from the United States, will be a key test of the strength of US-India relations. If the US truly values its partnership with India, it must address these concerns and ensure that its soil is not used to promote anti-India separatism.